What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 6 of my Borussia Dortmund Football Manager 2019 100% live Let's Play series, and that's what it's really turning into now. This is like one of my 100% live Let's Play series with every single game we are playing at the moment. So yeah, hope you're enjoying it. Seeing all the games, would appreciate a thumbs up on the video, as that does help my videos out, get seen, all that good stuff. So yeah, hope you guys are enjoying the series, as we've got two games that are really big in this one. Leverkusen and Inter, not so much of a break between the two as well. So if we manage to somehow win both of these, I shouldn't even be mentioning it because it's going to be tough. Definitely Marco Reus on the comeback trail. He's going to be very important to come back into the first team. I felt, yeah, that Hoffenheim one, we really did struggle. Take a look at some results there, but yeah, important. If we take a look at where we are in the table right now in 6th, not too bad. With a win here, we can overtake a few teams ahead of us potentially. So yeah, hopefully, well, at least for sure, Leipzig and Hoffenheim, yeah, 3 points would guarantee that. So let's get a big win here, because if you take a look at the points wise, if Bayern win, they'll be outright top, but it's hard to hope against them. But we've got to focus on our own games, especially this early in the season as well. So Marco Reus, we're not going to rush him back, but again, it seems impossible for players that are not match fit to be getting their match fitness. We have them listed. You can see Toljan, Wolf. He actually came to me unhappy that he's not playing, but I think you guys will agree he's not really fitting into our formation. The problem is he just signed, but I might try and sell him. I just don't feel he's going to fit into the team like a right midfielder with the wingers we're using inside forward, and to me he's not even that good enough quality regardless. He's a quicker type, but yeah, he needs to be a bit better. But point is, we're going to leave Reus out, and then there's Piszczek. It's tough because he's playing so well. I see the retiring there, but that's 2020 at the end of the season there. So he's not even retiring at the end of this season. So yeah, we think about it in that way. He should be okay to continue playing, not to be worried like oh, he's getting older or something like that, he's going to leave at the end of the season. Yeah, it's not really much of the case. So Reus, we're going to leave him. We're going to bring him on the bench because he still might need a little bit of match sharpness to get into him. So we'll leave that, and we'll just have to drop Philip out. I don't know. The reserve players or players that are selected for reserve, they're not even getting it. So yeah, still leave your feedback in terms of that, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything regardless. And I'm really against starting players that have that kind of match sharpness, because then if I lose the match, that will be obviously the thing easily pointed out. But the first team fitness is alright. There's no one that's super tired at the moment. If we take a look, Delaney to come back as well, because yeah, we had to take him out, didn't we? Maybe Weigl will drop, and Delaney, we'll have to change that, personalize. We'll try and box-to-box midfielder there, and hopefully he does well. Julian Weigl we would want in the first team, and we've got to think who we're going to drop. See, Gert's the same situation. We want to probably see a bit more match sharpness in him, but yeah, that's the case. He's not going to get that anywhere else apart from the first team. So let's get straight into this right now, guys. Right now, away from home against Leverkusen, not going to be an easy one. They've got some good players, as you can see there. Attack, the Volland, very good player. Brandt on those wings. The wings there, they're going to be real dangerous. For me, the defense is very young. If you take a look at Tar, he's 22. He's very physical, but still 22 at that age. You still lack a bit of experience. Still a first-team player. And then Tin Jedvaj. They're solid enough players for the first team, but I still feel it lacks a bit of experience, especially when you got Mitchell Weiser. He's 24 years old, but to me, he strikes me as that younger type that is not really come across in his career yet, or really become accomplished. And then you got Wendell as well. He's 25, maybe a bit more first team experience in him. Well, yeah, for sure. So that's a bit of that. And of course, goalkeeper, yeah, he's 28 years old. So they've got a bit of inexperience compared to the whole. Like, who got, yeah, Piszczek in there as well, Smeltzer, Toprak. Obviously, Diallo is that 22-year-old, but around him is plenty of experience. So I think just theirs stood out more. Obviously, I don't mention every single match how experienced opponent's defense is. That just stood out to me. They're not terrible players, but as a whole, it's just a lot. There's not much experience, and you need that. You need that. You could still have solid players, strong enough players, but if you don't have that experience, sometimes that could show. So maybe that could be something here for us today. But then there's other occasions where they show how good they are and with their potential as well, and they can have very, very good games. It just depends. But generally against stronger sides, yeah, it could be often, maybe not often, but every so often, they could make some errors, especially in the big matches. And see, 2 early yellow cards they got, to be fair. Toprak has got one as well. So yeah, a few yellow cards early, and this is the first key highlight that's going to be shown. So got them under pressure here. Hopefully we can win it back, or we're trying to put them under pressure to try and win back possession, and then hit them on the counter. Oh, that would have been it. That would have been it. Okay, we just have to stay focused and try and do that again. See how we're harassing him. See, oh, almost making the interception. I feel it coming, though. I feel like we force him all the way back to the keeper. So that's a little bit of good play there. But anyway, then here no way. How do they, that's going to be, is that going to be a goal? No. Oh, here we go. To me, it looked offside. That's what I thought. It looked a bit. Come on. Like, what happened there? Are they looking on the replay? He looked offside. I don't know. It's counting as a goal? I thought they're going to go over to watch the video. How come we can't see this footage? But what happened? They said they're going to review it, and they didn't. What? That's a bit fishy to me, but I guess it goes down as a goal. It must have been. It must have been. I don't normally argue with that because, like I said, in Football Manager, it has to be mathematically correct. Like if he's in terms of being offside, past the offside line. But anyway, that play was so good for us. Well, in terms of blocking their initial chance, we weren't letting them. We forced them back to the keeper. We did that very well. We intercepted a couple times. So, yeah, been a bit of a tough one. For us here. So, expect to see much better. To be fair, we didn't show a lot in attack. This is where maybe Marco Reus, he could make an appearance earlier than anticipated. So, we're going to go in second half. We're going to push things up a little bit there. And hopefully, we're going to see take out play out of defense. Don't want to be too slow and work the ball into the box. So, yeah, with a bit more pace and a bit more urgency, we've got to see this because we don't want to have a season like this where it might be a bit more up and down. You can gauge your season, how it's going to be very, very early, especially for me, how I play Football Manager. I never really make drastic tactical changes unless things are going horrendously. But yeah, we're just going to see how things are going right now. Sancho is going to whip this in. And Shinji Kagawa, I went to him and I told him he was not training well. He had like 5 point something for his training during the week. And I went to him and told him, this is not good enough. You need to be doing better in your training performances. And he knows he needs to step up. He put that good ball in. Then take a look at the run he made to be in that position. You got to get a bit lucky as well for it to fall to you, but it worked out, and the attack started from him. So I really liked what he did there. That was very good by Shinji. So now the game is up for grabs. It's an interesting one. Overall, it doesn't seem like a really hugely attacking game, but this is where Sancho is going to have to come off, and yes, we are bringing Reus on left wing, because, again, that's one of his better positions. He could play attacking midfield as well. We could drag him in there. But see, guys, I feel like that's why I'll explain it, but he doesn't have that 100% role. Sure, he could play there in real life, but in Football Manager, this is where he has his best role. So, like, I'm doing the logical thing, but it's not where he plays in real life, so that's, that's the wrong thing to do completely, and I shouldn't be doing it. Compared to playing him in a better role for him, for the team, in this Football Manager save at least, because that's what I'm so used to doing. Like I said before, not mirroring how teams play in real life. Instead. So, yeah, all I know right now is we need to push for a goal. We need to bring Reus on in that best position for him, and that's what we need to do. Now, Delaney, come on. Look how many yellow cards they're making. See? And now, I'm not going to complain to the press that they were being overly aggressive. The CPU do that every time. I never do. Well, I send the assistant to the press conference, but still the same thing. Come on. Yes, we've got possession. Do something with it. Oh, be stronger. Oh, they've got a chance. It's like, I know, it's their chance now. Fuck! That's back to you weak cunt there before. You should have done better, yeah. Oh my god, that's insult there. Because it was, I think it was Delaney against Vice. You're more experienced. You should be the better player. And how are you letting him run? Alario there. Alario? Fuck, whatever his name is, man. Lucas. Come on. We had the ball in a good position, and that's those 50-50 things in close matches like this could make it go either way. Like now it could just go on to be a 2-1, but we could have easily not scored there or for that chance not come about. It's just annoying. It's real annoying, and Witzel's not had the greatest of games, so we're going to make a bit of a change. We're going to bring on Mario Götze here. See, he can't quite... He's just got that attacking midfield position. How about Kagawa? Kagawa. What are we going to do? Well, hell, because we need a goal, I'm going to make it a bit different here. Let's bring on Götze. Let's try and play him as that Trequartiste. I haven't used that too much. Let's just push that across there if Delaney's there. Kagawa. Because we need a goal right now. There's no funny business. This is no funny business right now. We need to be creating a chance. We've got another sub up our sleeves, but I can tell. Football Manager, I can tell what you're going to do. I can tell this already. You're not going to show another highlight for the rest of the match. I see how this match is progressing. Pulisic to come off. Let's bring on Larson. Let's see if we'll do something. Doesn't even have a great role in this position, to be fair. But... yeah, not much we can do. There. So, what are we going to do? We'll go direct as we can. Now hit some early crosses. Shoot on sight. Come on, guys. We've got to see something, even though I know they're not really, in a way, to say not going to let us. Let's watch this. Come on. Oh! Surprise. Let's see if it's actually a decent chance. Come on. Are we going to be surprised? Come on, Kagawa. Come on. Oh, yeah. See, it wasn't even a goal anyway, but it ended up being a free kick. So either way, it was a wasted chance. Oh, could it be a very, very late one? We're not going to win this. Maybe we can pull a draw from somewhere. Larson. It was weak. It would have never been a goal, though. It was straight. It was like a safe shot. So in the end, yeah. Okay, a couple highlights, but they were really not looking like goals. They weren't goal worthy, so last year we're gonna lose this year. I get so mad. Push forward, try something, go very attacking, but yeah, we're not gonna see that clear cut chance that we're trying to go for. Yeah, you can see the time that started. Unless we're gonna be massively surprised, but we're not gonna see it here. It's could be another episode like this. Maybe we'll lose the first game. Yeah, if anything, they're going to score. So there could have been a goal from that highlight. If anything, yeah, a highlight will show of the opponents getting a goal when we're trying to push for it the most as we can, and we didn't even get a chance, or proper chance anyway. Some weak chances. I'm just really disappointed. I told you already about the inexperienced players, how it's going to haunt us. I can tell for certain, like, it's not going to be a season where we can win the title. Unfortunately, we got about, get Marco Reus back to his fitness, and yeah, I'm just pretty disappointed, especially the fact that they had 3 shots on target for 3 goals. That's Football Manager for you. You just know if you're an older Football Manager player, I'm not happy. I couldn't say I can't fault their performances. I have to fault their performances. It wasn't very good at all, and we've got Inter Milan next. So this is an episode with 2 huge games. 2 huge games, Leverkusen and Inter. For sure, Leverkusen is going to be a contender, maybe for the title this season, or around the Champions League positions as well. So, Jadon Sancho has got the highest average rating, but in the previous game, he did not. He actually had a fairly good season matches so far, but yeah, you can't expect. That's what I mean. These young players are going to have good seasons, but you can't expect them to be as consistent. That's the only thing. They're going to be very, very good, but at this point, they can't be too much. No, we're going to leave that for now until he officially comes to us. We don't have to say anything for sure. We're going to go to the training. We'll have to go to the calendar here because we've got the recovery. We'll have to go to the next month as we're about to hit into October now. Ball distribution doesn't do too much. Let's go to the match preparation and let's work on our defensive shape. defensive shape, I think, yeah, last game we weren't good. We weren't good away from home, so that was pretty disappointing. And Inter, this is at home. This is Champions League home match. We have to put some dominance in, because if we don't, we're third. If we somehow lose this one, if it's just a terrible result. Firstly here, come on, Hertha Berlin. Surprise Bayern. Get a win at home. They probably won't. And we'll just have to go back. And sorry if you can hear planes going over the top of my house. That happens sometimes. But, okay, we're going to have to go back to see how those results played out. And actually, well, it didn't play out yet. No. They're the next game. Come on, Hertha Berlin. You can do it. It's like I get so behind those other teams to beat Bayern. And, yeah, even if away from home, they're still going to be pretty strong. They're still going to be pretty strong there. And yeah, we've only got one more day to continue here, and then we'll have Inter. First game for October for us, as we get a lot of information here to show you guys if anything of note comes. It's got some important dates. Weigl, okay, he's training well, what it looks like, and yeah, we'll leave it like that. Well, there wasn't, yeah, we just continue because there wasn't too much we'll read a lot into in terms of the training. And you can see the next day here we're going to be playing Inter, more inboxes. Okay, bit important here if you want to take a look at the financials, and of course big European clash coming up right now. Icardi is going to be a danger. Wolf, ooh, if I could have picked the player to get injured, I'd probably say him, because he's been begging for first team, and I don't plan to give him first team performances. You're begging to get a chance, so that's actually not a bad injury, because then he'll be in the case where, like, his feelings are, oh, he's out of the team because he's injured. So yeah, that kind of works into our favor a little bit. You can't ever be happy when a player in your team is. See, look at this. Yeah, he drops the concern. So I told you that's perfect for that reason. We can leave these. We don't have to discuss them for sure. So, oh yeah, maybe we're a bit lucky. He forgets about his first team football for a moment, and that's going to be for the next 2 months. 2-month injury. So it puts it on the back burner a little bit. Something we don't have to worry about for a while. And there we get Christian Pulisic, Jadon Sancho. See those young guys? Yeah, for sure. But you could also talk about the defenders as well, because I was talking about the opposition's defense, so in the end you might compare that. Oh, you were talking about your defenders being a bit more experienced, but in the end they were the ones conceding. Obviously a lot more to come into that, but yeah, I still feel it was a close game, funnily enough. But now back into the Champions League. This is where we need a win, though, and this is where we're not going to mess around. Yeah, no messing around here. We're bringing Marco Reus to start. It's tough. And I'll go with it. Shinji Kagawa, even though I think he could be starting to get back into form. It's not something I'll play him as shadow striker, because that's, again, it's not 100% accomplished. Well, it's accomplished. It's not 100% natural like all the others are, full green. But guys, yeah, I'm just saying I'm not comfortable. Normally, I'd probably keep Kagawa in that attacking midfielder and maybe drop one of the wingers. But that, again, Pulisic has been good. Sancho has been good as well. You can see from their ratings, so you don't want to drop them either. But yeah, I'm still not comfortable playing Reus in that position. But he might come up and prove. We can only wait and see. Let's take Diallo off here and bring Akanji back in. Just switching those guys. Still on top rack, he seems to be performing as our best defender at the moment, so it would be a bit silly to drop him out. And everyone apart from Witsel and the midfielders, attacking midfielders, wingers, and striker, yeah, all good rating, the average rating, so there's that. And anyone else, I think we'll have to leave, again, the rest, still leave your thoughts on those guys that need the first team football, or just game time in general to get that fitness up. But yeah, we're going to get into it right now. I was just going to point out, we've had pretty consistent form from a lot of our players, but Jadon Sancho, he's got the highest average rating, which is huge. So that's another reason, probably not to start Reus on left wing, even though I'd be so comfortable with using him. Like, they'll have the similar output, so we'll bring Reus there and see what he can do. But that's the thing as well. If he's not, why wouldn't he be 100% natural in a role? If he's playing there in real life. So that's a little thing as well. All I know is here we need a big performance, and regardless if we do win here, you'll note already, like from the previous performance as well, like you'll think that we're not doing that good, or we're not being as consistent as we can because you've seen good football from us. But I go into this one because it's a tough one. It's Inter. They've got really, really good players. But at home, I think we can be very, very strong. Here, Marco Reus. Oh, honestly, I was expecting him to score that. He was in a very, very good position for a free kick. And he just really couldn't put that away, unfortunately. Simply. That's the answer to that one. It looks to be a bit of a quiet half. I was almost going to pause the game here, try and think of some changes. So, they've got a chance. Ooh, I was like, if that's going to go in, that would have been insane. That would have been insane. So again, let's just go up slightly more direct passing, higher tempo. We'll just make those changes. Actually, go back. We've got Be More Expressive on as well. Let's take Be More Expressive off. I'm just, again, experimenting. And let's see. I already told you we're probably not going to be at our absolute best this early in the season, but can we take a lead? We do. Marco Reus with the assist as well. So I know that goal was from a corner, but still, I don't think we have started so well to this game, and we end up taking a lead after some changes. Sometimes you need to do that. I'm not sure if all of you guys know how it works in Football Manager. Sometimes you need to change the tactic, even so slightly, to kind of refresh what the game is simulating for the result for the game. If you ever wonder about how a result simulates in Football Manager, you kind of, even if you change your tactic slightly, it can refresh what's going to happen, what's planned to happen. So yeah, keep that in mind. If you see why I just make some little changes sometimes, not so drastic, but yeah, that's how it does actually work. I've been told. Hey, and will you look at that? See, we suddenly have 2 goals. Like the way that's what I mean. If we go back and analyze that a bit, how that half was looking, it was looking like there wasn't going to be a goal scored, especially by us. We weren't looking like we were going to score a goal, and now we've suddenly got 2. So I like when the gameplay backs up, like a game pans out and it backs up what I'm talking about, because if it doesn't, you think I'm just talking rubbish and doesn't make sense. But it's kind of backed it up now. Yeah, it's backed up from when I make the changes and we suddenly made 2 goals without massive changes, just a few refreshes things, and yeah, we score twice. So let's say we're very pleased, and we'll continue this once more. And obviously, yeah, you got to analyze. It doesn't mean whatever changes you're going to make, it means you're going to score goals. Your changes still need to be the right changes to make, not some just weird, crazy changes just for the sake of it. It all plays all together. But yeah. Anyway, we could just be good with the set pieces today. Oh man, that should have been 3. Maybe if the CPU it was. When they be dominant with the set pieces, which has been against me so far. If you've watched my streams, again, to plug my stream, make sure you follow me on Twitch. I should be doing another stream soon, maybe in the next day or so. Just, yeah, make sure you watch out for that. But anyway, Marco Reus, we don't want the lad to get too tired or risk re-injuring. See, this is where we give some game time into someone like a Mario Götze when he needs that. He's going to get about 20 minutes here, but off my experience, when a guy needs match fitness, match sharpness, yeah, that odd 20, 25 minutes off the bench only increases it ever so slightly. Pulisic will take off as well. We'll bring on Larson. At this point, we might as well take off another. Witzel, who's on a yellow card, don't want him to get suspended, so we'll bring on Julian Weigl right now as well. He can be central midfielder on defend. I feel that fits our setup at the moment as well. So let's just continue without so many changes for now, because things are travelling along pretty nicely. Oh, Brozovic, he's been booked. That's, I knew, yeah, I saw that yellow name getting into a tackle and then the foul, and it's like, that's going to be a red card, and that really makes sure of the result now. Good. Take a look at this. Milan Skriniar is not even starting. He's a great centre-back. Talk about a team that's competing for centre-backs. He started, 4 games, so, you know, maybe take a look at Inter's team. He'll be a superb signing. Transfer interest is unknown. He'll be big money, but, yeah, he's one of these really good. I'm not going to say up-and-coming centre-backs, but that younger first-team centre-back for a good team that's going to be, yeah, one of the best. He's for me, he's got we could score here. Let's see what happens. We don't. He's very reminiscent to Nemanja Vidic for mine as a Manchester United supporter. He's very similar. I'd love if Man United signed him, to be honest, and you'll get those feelings even more so. Yeah, let me know on your opinions on that. Definitely similar to Vidic. He was one of my favourite defenders growing up watching football. When I started following Man United, yeah, he was a beast. He was a beast. But can we finish things off? And it will look like... I'd hate to concede a goal. 2-1 wouldn't look as strong as Akanji. He came in strong. He did. Really. Now, Goetze, Larson. Can he do something? No. So it might just end up being 2-0 here. No team. I thought with that time remaining, there could have been a chance, but there wasn't really a good one, and the whistle's probably going to be blown there. So, yeah, we're going to take that result. That is a 2-0-er. There is a 2-0 there. So, yeah, Akanji, he was the player of the match. So that was a good selection to bring him in, eh? Yeah, so we had 11 shots on target for 2 goals for the 2. So, yeah, we did all right. We had to put in a really, really good performance, but we did that. And Inter's hard to beat. Handanovic, one of the best keepers in the world. I rate him very, very highly. And, yeah, I'm very pleased. Very pleased, and they're all delighted with that. Every single player that played, started, came on, all that stuff. It was a good team, a very good team performance. Obviously, Akanji's goal, that helped him have a good rating, but he had a good defensive performance as well. All our defense, actually. When you keep a clean sheet, that is definitely shown. It shows that through the ratings. And Liverpool beat Real. That is a good result for us, because we still have Liverpool coming up, and you don't know if we could win that, but we already went down. And take a look, Man United lost their first one there. But my point is, but see, even after that win, we're below Real, so we need to continue to get good results in the group, especially if the next one is against Liverpool. Hey, Liverpool's won their first 2. This one, honestly, is going to be a tough one to get out of, and there might be a slight chance we may end up playing Europa League football if we finish in 3rd. But I think it will be a huge win to get out of this group. It's going to be tough, and the next one against Liverpool, that's going to be a real big one. That's going to be a real big match, that is for sure. Let me know if you'd like to see the next episode. I'll do that soon, but would you like to see 3 games? I'll try and do all those 3 games all together in an episode. It might be a little bit more edited, so it's a smaller length. If you see, this is the length of the videos for 2 games. But anyway, still, would you like to see those 3? Because obviously we're going to play the 2 league games, and then Liverpool, you wouldn't want to wait. You see that, and how important that is right now. So... yeah, we receive some money there, obviously getting wins, that helps, and yeah, when we get wins in the Champions League, though with a team like Dortmund, you don't worry about the money so much, but you take what you can get. Though guys, we'll leave it there for now. As I said, I would greatly appreciate if you guys leave a big like on the video. It really helps me out, really helps my videos, helps my channel, helps more people see them and that kind of stuff for a channel, keep the channel going well. Guys, I really appreciate all of you that interact as well in the comments. Yeah, I like seeing that. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in the very next video.